Namaskar Bandhura, hi friends. Today we are going to discuss two little suffixes. You might think that what's so great about discussing suffixes, but these two suffixes are super common and this will enhance your understanding of the language. The word for only is shudhu. Shudhu. Now we have encountered this word shudhu in our earlier lessons. Now our first suffix for today is e. When e is added to the end of a word, it implies an emphasis on that particular word to the exclusion of others. And in that sense, it implies that this only is to be considered or this event is certainly going to happen. We will see in a few examples so it becomes clear. Let's start with the basic sentence, Putul is my friend. Putul amar bondhu. If we add the suffix e to Putul, the sentence becomes Putuli amar bondhu. Now the emphasis is on Putul. What this sentence conveys is Putul is my only true friend to the exclusion of others in the conversation. Now we can also add E to Amar, making this Putul Amari Bondhu. What this sentence implies is Putul is my friend only and not a friend to anyone else in the conversation. So if we add E to a particular word, that is the word which is emphasized and the sense of only that comes in effect for that particular word. For example, Putuli Amar Bondhu means Putul is my friend to the exclusion of others, and Putul Amari Bondhu means only I am Putul's friend to the exclusion of others. We can also add the word Shudhu in front of the word highlighted by E, though in effect both adding Shudhu and adding E as a suffix, both of them serve the same purpose. It just signals the exclusivity of that particular person or event. But this kind of double emphasis is also possible. Um, so, Shudhu Putuli Amar Bondhu just says the same thing as Putuli Amar Bondhu, but it clearly spells out that only Putul is my friend. Like if you have any doubts, I mean this sentence will quell those doubts. That only Putul is my friend and not anyone else. Similarly, in the other sentence, we can say Putul Shudhu Amari Bondhu, which means Putul is only my friend, like not anyone else's friend. If anyone has a doubt that Putul is their friend, then they are wrong. She is only my friend. Now, before we go on to the second suffix for today, let's have a look at some words because these are close words to what we are going to learn. In Bengali, there are two words for and, R and O. These are not exactly interchangeable, uh, but we will discuss it in more details when we cover conjunctions. But for now, just understand that there can be two words in Bengali for and, R and O. Now we have also learned that O is the word for he or she. So how should you understand where the O means what? So if in place of the subject of the sentence you have a O, then it stands for the pronoun he or she. And if it is joining two words, then it's placed between two nouns or two adjectives or two adverbs. Uh, then then it is then O means and. Now today's suffix O. This O at the end of the word means also. Uh, I would point out the word more is RO. Now if you think of RO as R plus O, you can say and also. Something and also. So it does imply something more. So also is used in place of more. I want more. Ami aro chai. We have learned the word for want, which is chawa. So if we want to say I want more, we can say ami aro chai. Uh, but anyway, coming back to the suffix for today, uh, it's O sitting at the end of a verb. At the end of a word. Let's see some examples so it becomes clear. পুতুল আমার বন্ধু, পটলও আমার বন্ধু. This means Putul is my friend, Potol also is my friend. Notice that the O is added to the end of the word to indicate that this also is part of the plan, part of the sentence. So Putul is my friend, Potol also is my friend. পুতুল আমার বন্ধু, পটলও আমার বন্ধু. Now we can also say পুতুল আমার বন্ধু ও পটলেরও বন্ধু. Like she is my friend, Putul is my friend, she is Potol's friend as well. Now in this sentence ও পটলেরও বন্ধু, notice that there is a O at the beginning of the sentence. This is where O acts as the subject pronoun and it is used in the place of she. Another thing, Potol is the name of the common friend. Potoler becomes the possessive case. So Potoler means Potols, and adding O at the end of that possessive case, it becomes Potolero. It means Potols also. So Potolero means Potols also. So she, Potol's also friend. Literally, that's what the Bengali sentence means. So the structure will be like this. If I'm saying she is Potol's friend as well, so for Potol we will first make it into the possessive case and then add the suffix O to indicate that indicate the inclusion in the scheme of the sentences. Ekta gano gao. Now if I say ekta gan gao, it means sing a song. If I say ekta gano gao, it means sing a song as well, which implies that whatever performance you are doing, you do that and on top of it you sing a song. Aro ekta gan gao. Aro, as we learnt, means more. Ekta is one. Aro ekta gan means one more song. Now in this case, the word order in Bengali is different from that of English. In English, the word order is one more song. In Bengali, the word order will be more one song, and this is generally the trend. If we use ekta aro gan, it sounds super unnatural to Bengali ears. Now that we have learned both the suffixes, let's see some more uses, because both of these suffixes are super common and they change the meaning of the sentences slightly. So ekta gan gao, as I said, means sing a song, and ekta gani gao means come on, sing one song, no? this sentence has that implication. So if nothing else, at least sing a song. So it emphasizes gani means nothing else, like exclude everything else and sing a song only. Ektai gan gao. Ektai in this case is emphasis on the word one. So it becomes only one. Ektai gan gao means sing only one song. Like don't do two, don't do half, do only one. তুমি বাংলা জানো? আমিও বাংলা জানি। তুমি বাংলা জানো? আমিও বাংলা জানি। আমি is I, আমিও is I also. So here we are adding O to the subject to change the emphasis on the subject. Now we can add O to object also, and let's see this example. আমি বাংলা জানি, ইংরেজিও জানি. Now Ingreji is the word for English in the Bengali language. So Ingrejiyo means English also. Ami Bangla jani means I know Bengali. Ingrejiyo jani, I know English as well. Now in this sentence, Ingrejiyo jani, we are just omitting the subject ami because it's understood, since this is a run-on sentence, it's understood that it will take on the subject from the previous sentence. এখানে আমি বাংলা জানি. This ami is I, only I is ami. এখানে আমি বাংলা জানি means here I am the only person who knows Bengali, no one else knows Bengali here. Now we can add, in the first example we added E to the subject, in the second example we are adding E to the object, which is Bangla in this sentence. So আমি বাংলাই জানি, ইংরেজি জানি না. This sentence implies that I know only Bengali and not English. So I know Bengali to the exclusion of English. আমি বাংলাই জানি, ইংরেজি জানি না. Now you can change the topics, like the object verbs, words. We can have different sentences like আমি অঙ্কই জানি, ইতিহাস জানি না, which means I know only maths, I don't know history. Let's start with a basic sentence and see how adding the suffixes are making changes to the meaning of that sentence. Amar baba ar ma office jay. My parents or my father and mother go to the office. Amar baba ar mao office jay means my parents also go to the office. Like your parents go to the office, my parents also go to the office. One thing to notice here is the suffix O is added to the last word mao. So Amar Baba Ar Ma is acting as one unit of words, and the suffix O is attached to the last word of the unit. Amar Baba Ar Ma officei jay. My parents go to the office only. So they don't go to the restaurant, they don't go to the garden, they don't go to the bank, but they go to office only. Amar baba ar ma officei jay. Like don't be under any assumption that they are going somewhere else. They are going to office only. So the emphasis is on the office. So officei in the sense that they go to office to the exclusion of other places. Amar baba ar mao officei jay. See, we are using both suffixes in the same sentence here. So Amar baba ar mao means my parents also go only to the office. My parents also go only to the office. Amar baba ar mao officei jay. So you are including my parents to possibly the speaker's parents. Let's say I'm saying আমার বাবা মা অফিস যায়, and you are saying in return আমার বাবা আর মাও অফিসেই যায়, like my parents as well go only to office. Like your parents are boring, they don't go anywhere. My parents are also boring, they also don't go anywhere, they only go to the office. This is the kind of meaning which is expressed through this last sentence. So by changing where you add the suffixes, you can make changes to the meaning of the sentence, like subtle changes to the meaning of the sentence. I hope I tried to give a lot of examples in this lesson. Just let me know in the comments below if this was clear, or we need to do some follow up on this lesson. We learned the use of two very important suffixes today, and these suffixes are super common and you will find them all over daily conversations. So if we add e to the end of a word, it takes on the meaning of only or certainly and acts as an emphasizer to signal exclusivity. And if we add o to the end of a word, it means also and signals inclusivity. I have given the common words related to inclusiveness and exclusiveness below, so you can refer that as well. But E and O can be added to different parts of the sentence to subtly change the meaning of the sentence, to shift the emphasis of the sentence to the part you want. By adding these two suffixes, you can change the importance of a particular portion of the sentence. Today's lesson name, Ei Pod Jodi, is part of a super popular romantic song from the movies Shoptapodi, and the movie stars Uttam Kumar and Suchitra Sen. So Uttam Kumar is name of the man and Suchitra Sen is the name of the lady, and together they are known as Uttam Suchitra, and they formed the most popular on-screen romantic lead for Bengali movies. Like till now they are the most popular duo of romantic leads on screen. So this movie is considered one of the cult movies in Bengalis, and this song is also insanely popular. And it goes like this: এই পথ যদি না শেষ হয় তবে কেমন হতো তুমি বলো তো. I will put the link for the entire song in the comments, so do check it out. This is a hugely popular song, so almost all, like 99.9999% Bengalis will know of this song. Homework, let's try to understand what the singer is trying to convey through the song. And there is only one word which we haven't encountered before, and that is dujoner. Now dujoner means belonging to two people. Let's check out the song. This is the word list for today. You can come back and check here whenever you need to, and I also put some of the words which are occurring in the song for you to refer and understand the song better. I hope this will help. That's it for today. Thank you for listening in. Everyone be good. We will meet again soon. সবাই ভালো ভালো থেকো, আবার দেখা হবে.